Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I'm going to show you something pretty cool. I got a package here from France. Now, what this is, you know what, fuck it, let's just open it up, because this is going to be really cool. Inside we have a game. You see this? This is a game called Alice's Mom's Rescue. And that might sound a little bit familiar if I've been watching him for a while. Why does that ring a bell? Oh, that's right. It was a Dreamcast game that I did a video about already. An independent Dreamcast game, which is very, very cool. Well, wait a minute. If you already have it, why are you showing us this? Oh, maybe it's because I already saw the title, so I do actually know what's going on. But nevertheless, let him play out his little shtick. Yes, my little shtick is over. This is a brand new Atari Jaguar CD game. I know. What? A brand new Atari Jaguar CD game. I'm going to go ahead and open this up because this is amazing to me this even exists. Let me just kind of slice wrapping there. So, the Jaguar CD does have a little bit of an independent community, but as far as I know, the games have always been like burned discs. This one is supposedly, I will find out right now, yep, it is a pressed, fully retail copy. That is amazing. It's got a little manual and everything. Wow. So, if you don't know, Alice's Mom's Rescue, like I said, it's a pretty cool independent game. It's a platformer. I actually really liked it, and I still recommend it for the Dreamcast. And recently, I was contacted by a YouTuber named CrusherBad64, and I gotta give him props for this because he was like, dude, they're releasing it on the Jaguar CD. I was like, no way. And he's like, way, he proved it. And I was like, what the? I mean, I just love to query the dude. Be like, wait a minute, you got this game coming out, and you put it on the Dreamcast, thank you for that. What else do you want to release it on? Oh, no, I mean, do you want to release it maybe on like Sega CD or, you know, maybe even the 3DO? I mean, what other like consoles that can read burned games basically? Which ones would you like to release this on? Jaguar CD. It needs to be Jaguar CD. That's my shit. I need it on there. That amazes me. I mean, let's put this in perspective. The CDI, the Philips CDI sold over 1 million units in the world. Supposedly, the Jaguar CD produced, not sold even, but produced less than 10,000. What? And I'm lucky enough to have one. I'm not sure that number's correct. I've heard it a lot, but I see it on eBay enough to believe maybe it's not actually true. But regardless, it is not a common console. I have one. I got a full game set for it. There's only like 13 games. So it is amazing to me that this dude was like, yeah, yep, that's it. We're making a Jaguar CD game. We're porting over Alice's Mom's Rescue to the Jaguar CD. That is happening. I mean, even if you don't give a shit and you're never going to play the Jaguar CD or whatever, you gotta acknowledge and pay some mad respect to the insanity of anyone who goes, Jaguar CD is getting a new game because fuck you it is. It blows my mind that anyone would make a full pressed brand new Jaguar CD game. Now, in defense of this guy, I'm certainly not knocking him. I thank you to the guy who decided to make this. It is so cool to get a new Jaguar CD game. But in defense of him economically, shall we say, this is a dual function disc. It works on a Jaguar CD, yes, but it actually also contains the PC version. You can pop it in your disk drive and play it on the PC, which I'm not going to do, but to anybody out there who's mildly interested, you can do that.
Alright, I've got the Jaguar all set up here. You can see I'm popping the game in. I'm also using that all-in-one power cable I got from Ben. That thing is really quite useful. And there you can see the Jaguar actually firing up. You know what's weird is that I put this thing in, and I gotta be honest, for some reason, I was like, there's no way this is really gonna work. I must have got ripped off. But no, fucking, you see the footage. It works. This is an actual new Jaguar CD game. As you can see, it supports multiple languages, too, which is just kind of amazing. It's also region-free, which is, of course, awesome. I don't know why anyone would insist on... I don't even know if there was region coding in the Jaguar CD originally, to be honest. I don't... Actually, no, I take that back. There wasn't. There definitely wasn't, because I had to get one of the games from Europe. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is Alice's Mom's Rescue. I'm not going to repeat too much of what I said in the Dreamcast version of this, but... It's based on Alice in Wonderland lore. You'll see there that it supports saving. This game does. It actually supports the Jaguar CD memory card. I should note that I am not in. I'm going to show you some gameplay. Obviously, I am of the third and the fourth levels. I went ahead and just edited out the gameplay of the first two levels because I did that in my Dreamcast video. So there was really no point in doing that again. So I thought you guys could see more of the game. As for the footage itself. This is the Jaguar through RGB SCART. The Jaguar cleans up pretty well when you get the right kind of cables for it. My Jaguar RGB cables were actually made out of an old PlayStation memory card and some off-the-shelf parts that a friend of mine was able to rig together. Yeah, I know. And keep in mind, the actual gameplay looks better than this. I mean, mine, it's been captured, it's been converted, it's been compressed, it's been edited, you know, like, it looks better than this, and this still actually looks really damn good for the Jaguar, so, you know, whatever. And that's the end of level 3 there, so we'll move on to level 4. I really like this game. I know a lot of people think it's, like, simplistic and all that stuff, but honestly, I think it's a lot of fun, but I really like 2D platformers. I've always had a huge soft spot for them. I mean, as you can tell, a lot of the objective is going around, finding the key to open the door, to find the other key to get to the end. You know, that kind of thing. I like it, all right? I think it's a lot of fun, and I do think it's a game that should certainly be supported. Obviously, I would probably go with the Dreamcast version, but yeah, whatever. We could talk about the Jaguar CD specifically in a bit, but there are a few other things I want to make people aware of in the event that they're not. I should have mentioned this earlier. The game, like I said, it ships from France, so you're paying in euros. The game is 26 euros, which in US dollars is only 28 bucks, which is not bad. I mean, like, at all. Like, I think that's actually a pretty worthwhile investment on this game, especially because it probably would be super rare at some point. But that's another tidbit for my fellow Americans, and it applies uniquely to Americans. The US dollar is way up. The euro is way down. And as a result, buying stuff from Europe, if you're looking to import things, has never been cheaper ever. So that's a huge incentive there to buy stuff from Europe right now. And this game, I mean, like a couple of years ago, I mean, when this game was, it's still 26 euros. That didn't change. But like a couple of years ago, if exchange rates were the way they usually are, this would be about like 45 bucks. But instead, it's only like $28. So highly recommended. If you are interested, I'm going to include a link in the description of the video so that you can buy it. It seems to be just one guy who's responsible for this, and sure enough, he shipped it right out right away. Also, I should note though, you can get it for a little bit cheaper. I paid for the expedited shipping because it had tracking and insurance and all that, but you can get it for less money if you're interested. You get a few bucks off if you want to go with the uninsured, untracked stuff. No joke, it plays really well on the Jaguar. The controller's like great for it. Funny thing is, in hindsight now, because the Jaguar CD only has like 13 games on it, and most of them are really bad, this might actually be the best game on the Jaguar CD. In my opinion, it probably is. I mean, people might dispute that, but I think it might be. I just got mad respect for the fact that this thing actually came out, and if you are actually in the niche-ass crowd that would actually find the Jaguar CD, a new Jaguar CD game appealing, I highly recommend you pick this up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later.